All right, joining us on the broadcast at this point in time to talk more about the union budget, which was read out by the finance minister today, is Mr. Maninder Singh Hira, Chief Operating Officer, Binds Consulting, R.N. Bhaskar, founder and editor of AsianCoverage.com, Mr. Pathakrit Pine, foreign affairs expert, also with us on the show. Mr. Vinod Raval, a finance and marketing expert, is also with us on the broadcast. Maninder, valid point. Mr. Raval, there are some sectoral challenges that are also apparent with this budget, manufacturing, infrastructure, big pushes for some of these sectors. But what about rural consumption, school education, subsidies on fertilizers, which has been a big bane in previous budgets, in fact, previous government as well?
Good evening, Vineet. First of all, let me tell you, this is the first budget in my career of 20 years since I'm covering the budget for the last 20 years. I haven't seen any budget which is without any subsidies and without any freebies. I have seen this time that nothing of that sort is there. So I think this is the best part. Now I think new era has started, that we are now deciding the direction, not the speed. Speed will automatically come. We have to decide for the direction. This budget is giving a direction where we want to be in 2047 as well as in 2030. Let it be. We are not imposing any taxes, neither we are giving any incentives, nor we are penalizing you for anything. This budget is not meant for that, how much we are taking you back, how much. Budget is meant for this, this is the balanced budget, as I think initially we were heard about it. This is really a balanced budget on seeing the geopolitical situations throughout the world, how the things are going. Despite that, giving this kind of budget is really a commendable thing on the part of the finance minister as well as for the government. It was really a tough thing to go. It was a tightrope balance. It was not so easy to come this kind of budget, this kind of allocations, despite the fact that tariff issue is there, your dollars are down, your stock market already not doing well for the last 1 year, your silver and gold prices are going hayway, and then it is crashing like anything 2 days before the budget. Seeing all these things, then you talk about the rural expenditures. I fully agree with this, that the infrastructure improves each and everything. If you really see the NCR, where we all mostly live, if you really see the 150 kilometers of area is now being covered by rapid transport, which is going to decentralize the main towns, which is the need of the hour on account of environment, on account of employment, on account of the accommodations, the additional accommodations we are going to get, the additional employments we will be getting from the tier 2, tier 3 cities, which is basically now is the core behind the whole budget. So I feel this budget is giving a direction. It may not be giving a straightaway answer to your questions for 1 year, but this is a long-term budget. And if this blueprint is carried on for the coming 10, 20 years, I think we will be at a different path and different place. And our goals are very much visible now. If you really ask me, there are some issues on account of medical, because needs are very high. On account of education, the budget's allocation must have been high. But if you ask me as a citizen, I was expecting some reliefs on account of, for the salaried employees, for the smaller taxpayers. Already it was given in 2020, last year 2025. So we were not expecting much, but I think something could have been done to save the market. Unnecessarily, there was already a problem area, and raising the STT on that, they say we don't want FNO to carry on. But it is like writing a message on the cigarette packet or a alcohol bottle that don't drink, you can die. But same in the FNO case, the SABI says 99% people lose their money, don't do FNO.
Let me come back to you. Mr. Raval, let's also talk about the fact that there is a fiscal tightrope also being walked here by the government. There are disinvestment targets this year which have been amplified again. But what about the disinvestment targets which the government talked about last year? They have not been completed as yet.
Actually, thing is, as you rightly said, they are working on a tightrope. This is not so easy. If you really see the global situation, the geopolitical situations, under that situations, sometimes domestic decisions are kept on hold because the market volatility and other factors are not allowing them to go forward for that. They need money. If you really see this year also, I think they are going for a big borrowings. With that borrowings, And moreover, inflation 4.4%, and now they are come out with 4.3% for the next financial year they are planning for. So, working on that tightrope with that numbers, even without this investment, is really a commendable job. This is so I feel this is not it is not always a 1 year job. Whenever a disinvestment is planned, it takes time to settle down, and I think this year they must be taking up for that.
Maninder, coming back to you once again.